welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Katrina Ramos, and on this channel we talk everything life, beauty, and fashion. So in today's video, we're going to be talking more about Accutane, my journey, my experience, and all of that good stuff. When I first started, finding helpful information was kind of difficult to find. There's a whole lot of videos out there, but a lot of it I didn't find very helpful. A lot of it talks about like results, before and afters, what the side effects are, but outside of that, it was hard to find any other helpful information from my peers, from everyday people who were in my shoes, right? So this series is born. This is episode 2, and we're gonna jump right into it. We're talking the process and the side effects. So once you've kind of established a relationship with your doctor, you've asked them to help you, treat your skin. Acne is considered a disease, and perhaps it doesn't seem like it's working very well for you, whatever treatment plan they have outlined for you. Typically, you can ask them if you're a candidate for Accutane, or they'll voluntarily say, I really think that you'd be a really good candidate for Accutane. And typically at this time, they'll present you with all kinds of information to make sure that you're educated and you can make an informed decision on what's going to be best for you. And that's what my doctor did for me. And so I'm going to go ahead and leave the links to all those resources down in the description box below, because I know that doctors and kind of like their standards and practices vary from practice to practice. So I'm sure that that information is going to be really helpful for someone out there. So I'll go ahead and leave that information down below. So once you decide, okay, yeah, I think that this would be good for me, you have to be on birth control for 30 days before you can start. Okay, so your doctor will typically prescribe you your birth control. For me, that was a combination hormonal birth control pill. I was on it for 30 days, and at the 30-day mark, I had my second appointment with her so that we could do a pregnancy test to confirm that I'm not pregnant. What else? We did lab work to make sure that, I'm healthy and there's nothing to be concerned about, and my treatment should go well considering my start point, right? And then once we do those things, the doctor will usually assess your skin, make sure everything's looking good, and then they have to actually enter this information into iPledge, which is a database that kind of, and I'm not sure if I believe they do, they have to enter information into iPledge, which is a database that kind of like manages everyone who is taking Accutane. So your doctor will go into iPledge, enter all of your information, and then you as a patient have to actually log into your own account on your end, and you have to go through an informative quiz. And this is pretty much just to test your knowledge on the medication to make sure that you are very well educated and informed, and you know what's going on here with this drug, what's expected of you, and all of that good stuff. Once you do your little quiz, I think it's like 3 or 4 questions, I believe, then you have to actually call, well, you don't have to call the pharmacy, but the pharmacy, when they receive your prescription from the doctor, they'll actually check iPledge on their end to see if you had filled out the questions. And if you didn't, they'll let your prescription sit there until they check again, and they won't fill that prescription until they see that everything in iPledge is all set and ready to go, okay? And this is just a tip if you are on Accutane or you're going on Accutane. Once you do the questions in iPledge, go ahead and give them a call real quick and ask them when your prescription is going to be ready. Usually at that time, they'll go ahead and check it right with you on the phone, and then they'll be able to say, oh yeah, okay, it'll be ready at this time on this day, and you can come and pick it up, etc. And actually, it's important to know too that this whole process also includes like a deadline. Like you have to go and pick up your prescription from the pharmacy by a certain date. And if you pass that date, you have to take another pregnancy test. I don't know that you necessarily have to have blood work done again, you know, have more labs or anything, but I'm pretty sure that you have to have another pregnancy test before your doctor can actually send a new prescription. She'll have to send a new prescription to the pharmacy, and you'll have to do that whole process over again. So, you know, make sure that you're very diligent, very prompt and timely if you decide to go through with Accutane. What else? So you did your iPledge questions, called the pharmacy, it's going to be ready. You go and you pick it up and you start. It's like that every single month. Every single month you have to go and have a pregnancy test to confirm that you are not pregnant and it is negative. And you have to have lab work done to make sure that your body is responding healthily to the Accutane. And this is just, you know, safety measures and all kinds of things to make sure that this treatment plan is going well for you. Okay, so that is the process. Oh, and for me personally, I don't know about anyone else, but for me personally, it is a 6-month treatment. Okay, and so let's talk side effects. Dry skin and lips, nosebleeds, dry eyes, sun sensitivity, light sensitivity, night blindness, night blindness is not necessarily that you're blind, but just that your vision is blurry or it's just not as good at night or in low light settings. Thinning hair, muscle pain, joint pain, depression, suicidal thoughts, irritability, headaches, dizziness, and nausea. And for me, I also experienced loss of appetite, and I believe I found that on WebMD, but it's not something that my doctor brought to my attention. So what did I experience? Loss of appetite. I did experience a loss of appetite. Dry skin, y'all. Your skin is gonna get very, very dry, very flaky. And I'm going to do a whole another episode on what your survival kit should look like, what you should have in your house, you know, when you begin treatment, because there are a certain set of things that you might want to have on hand that'll just make it a lot more enjoyable. You'll be more prepared, and you're gonna need it. To be honest, you're gonna need it. Okay, I didn't have like full-on nosebleeds, but I could, like, I don't want to like share too much information, but say for example, like I have to blow my nose, I'll notice that, you know, I'm experiencing some spotting there. Dry eyes, y'all make sure that you have your prescription glasses if you wear contacts, because your eyes will be dry. I did experience sensitivity to the light. So like, for example, when I walked outside, I could tell like, oh, you know, it seems like way brighter out here than it usually would. Your eyes, or my eyes anyway, were more prone to water because of it as well. But I didn't necessarily have like sun sensitivity necessarily. Like I didn't have a sunburn or anything like that. Night blindness, I didn't have any night blindness or thinning hair, but I had joint pain for sure. No depression, no suicidal thoughts, but irritability. Whew, I've been irritable. This medication definitely made me very irritable. And you know, you kind of like just don't really know how to navigate that. But I think the best thing that you can do is have grace for yourself and, you know, accept it for what it is. Be honest with your family and friends that you are on this medication and you may be prone to be like overly irritable or more irritable than normal. You know what I mean? So that at least they're aware of it, so that they're not taking it personally, you know, if you do end up being irritated with someone you care about. You know what I mean? Then there are headaches, dizziness, and nausea. And those three are a lot more serious in terms of side effects. So you want to make sure that you are very, very transparent, open, and honest with your doctor when you're having your monthly check-ins, because they're going to want to know about it. My doctor personally was really, really great at making sure she asked me like the same questions every time, pretty much, to know and to ask me, like, what are you experiencing? Are you experiencing this? Are you having headaches? Do your joints hurt? Do you have back pain? Are your eyes dry? Are you having nosebleeds? Like, she asked me every single month if are these things specifically being experienced, which was a really, really great help to kind of help me monitor the different side effects that I'm experiencing, because you know, this list, it can be hard to keep up with on a day-to-day, month-to-month basis. You know what I mean? And hearing it month after month, it kind of sticks in your brain of things that you can remember to watch out for and look for and be aware of, you know? And that is everything. That is my experience. That is the process you can look forward to. These are the side effects that my doctor spoke to me about, and the side effects that I actually have been experiencing. In episode 3, we're going to talk more. We're going to continue this conversation, and I'm going to be spilling all of the tea on what your Accutane survival kit should look like. You know, there are certain things that you're going to want to have on deck if you decide to go through with this. And we're going to talk about all of it. It's going to be a full list. I'm going to leave links and all of that. So make sure that you click the notification bell and subscribe if you don't want to miss another episode with me. And I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.